Welcome to where the stories behind the palace walls are told without filters, spin, or royal gloss. Today, we're unpacking a story that's both domestic and dynastic, a story of moving boxes, marble halls, and monarchy maneuvering. Prince William and Princess Catherine have officially settled into their newest forever home, the red-bricked Georgian nestled deep within the royal estate. But this move isn't just about a house. It's because as the Waleses were arranging their silverware and artwork, King Charles was finalising a long-awaited decision, stripping Prince Andrew of his last royal privileges. And wouldn't you know it, the new royal neighbours are just 2 miles apart. Coincidence? Or royal choreography? Let's begin with the facts. Forest Lodge, an elegant 8-bedroom mansion tucked into Windsor Great Park, is now the official home of the Prince and Princess of Wales and their 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis. It's grander than Adelaide Cottage, their previous residence, which by royal standards was practically a starter home, just 4 bedrooms, limited privacy, and proximity to the very uncle they'd soon distance themselves from. Now Forest Lodge is something else entirely. Think sprawling gardens, 6 bathrooms, a long gallery fit for formal receptions, a tennis court, and a tranquil pond. Even the landscaping carries royal symbolism. A fence encircles the estate, that 18th century trick of design that lets one gaze upon uninterrupted beauty while still keeping the boundaries intact. In other words, that, dear listener, could also describe the Waleses themselves. Reports suggest that William and Kate were supposed to relocate by Christmas, yet the move happened sooner. Construction wrapped ahead of schedule, and their belongings quietly made the journey during the children's school break. But here's where things get interesting. According to insiders, neither William nor Kate were personally present during the transition. The household staff handled every detail, right down to the family portraits and the curated bookshelves. Why does that matter? Because during this exact period, Buckingham Palace was holding a series of confidential meetings that William was expected to attend, but didn't. Instead, it was said that his kept him fully informed, a convenient way to say he was perhaps enjoying a quiet break elsewhere. So while King Charles was drawing the curtain on his disgraced brother's royal chapter, the future king and queen were settling into a new era, one designed to look serene and domestic, but strategically distanced from controversy. Here's the royal irony. For a short time, William and Kate are now, yes, Prince Andrew, the same uncle being forced to vacate, just a few miles down the road. Imagine the dynamic. On one side, the clean modern face of monarchy, William and Catherine, the photogenic heirs, the model family. On the other, Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, clinging to what remains of royal comfort, awaiting eviction. For William, this temporary proximity might be uncomfortable, even symbolic, a reminder of what happens when royal privilege collides with scandal. Yet palace sources insist that William has fully supported the king's decision to finally remove Andrew from the estate. Not out of malice, they say, but to protect the image of the monarchy for the next generation. Still, one can't help but wonder, does the timing of the Waleses' move and Andrew's final downfall suggest coordination? Royal moves are rarely random. To the untrained eye, this is a simple real estate upgrade, a family moving into a larger home. But for royal watchers, Forest Lodge represents a strategic repositioning. As the king's reign matures and his health remains a quiet concern, the Waleses are solidifying their future power base. Forest Lodge places them right in the heart of royal geography, close enough to London for duty, yet private enough to raise their children away from the world's gaze. It also ensures physical distance from royal drama, both literally and symbolically, with Andrew soon gone, Harry and Meghan settled overseas, and the Queen Consort focusing her attention on court life beside the king. In this layout, William and Kate's residence becomes more than a home. It becomes the next monarchs preparing their seat of power. There's been chatter, whispers that Kate and Queen Camilla had a hand in Andrew's removal, a so-called woman's touch in the king's decree. But sources close to the palace say otherwise. Kate, while deeply involved in family life and public duties, is not shaping the monarchy's internal decisions. That's a task for the king, and, increasingly, for William. The myth of the strategic Kate may be more of a Middleton PR illusion than a palace reality. Her true power lies not in boardrooms, but in image, the face of stability and domestic virtue. She represents what the monarchy wants the public to see: grace, motherhood, continuity. But make no mistake, behind every image of perfect composure lies a complex web of planning, messaging, and calculation. So, what does Forest Lodge symbolize in the Grand Windsor narrative? First, it's a home that signifies growth, a step up from their earlier cottage, much like their rise from junior royals to the heirs apparent. Second, it's a space entirely designed for them, renovated, secured, and personalized. Unlike royal palaces shared with history and staff, Forest Lodge offers independence. And third, William and Kate have made it clear this will be their long-term residence, even after William ascends the throne. A modern monarch may no longer need to live full-time in Buckingham Palace. The true royal home of the future might very well be Forest Lodge, secluded, sustainable, and family-centred. Yet, with every move comes scrutiny. Critics ask, how many forever homes do William and Kate really need? Anne Hall, Kensington Palace, Adelaide Cottage, and now Forest Lodge. 4 royal properties, all at public expense to varying degrees. The Waleses have built an image of modern modesty, but their lifestyle reflects the deep-rooted privilege that still defines the crown. And while the king trims costs and reduces working royals, the heirs continue to expand, quietly, elegantly, but undeniably. Still, the public affection for William and Kate remains strong. Their stability, their children, and their perceived normalcy have kept them popular even in times of royal turbulence. What does this move signal for the future? For one, it positions the Wales family as the central figures of the monarchy's next chapter, geographically, symbolically, and politically. King Charles may still hold the scepter, but the quiet power shift is already visible. With Andrew sidelined, Harry abroad, and Camilla focusing on her role beside the king, the stage is clear for William and Catherine to lead the modern monarchy's evolution. Forest Lodge isn't just their home, it's their headquarters, a serene front for a royal machine gearing up for the next reign. As dusk settles over Windsor Great Park, one can imagine the soft lights of Forest Lodge glowing in the distance, a symbol of continuity, power, and quiet ambition. The king has acted decisively. Prince Andrew is fading into royal obscurity, and William and Kate have taken another step toward the throne, all under the same ancient trees that have witnessed centuries of royal history. But as we've learned throughout the Windsor saga, behind every move lies meaning, and behind every facade lies strategy. From Adelaide to Forest Lodge, from scandal to succession, the crown keeps moving forward. You've been listening to. Join us next week as we uncover the untold stories shaping Britain's royal future. Until then, stay curious, stay regal, and remember, in the world of crowns and castles, every move is a message,